And time management, when it comes to leadership, when you're thinking of your week, right? There's 86,400 seconds in your day. If you spend more than 30% of your day and you're looking to make an impact on others and you're looking to lead others at a high level, if you're spending more than 30% of your day talking about sales, talking about the field, talking about the basics of the business, again, you're going to stay in that role. You're going to stay in that space of sales. If you're spending 70% of your thoughts, or sorry, you're spending more than 30% of your day, if you're spending 70, 80% of your thoughts on how to improve leadership, how to be better at recruiting, how to be a better trainer, critical thinking, hey, critical conversations, how do I help this person get better? Hey, maybe I'm gonna lean into the sales a little bit because I want to bring in a new idea. I want to do a new training on sales to help the new staff get better at things. The you are going to move towards where focus goes, energy flows, right? Where focus goes, energy flows. So again, if you focus on sales a lot, well, you you, you may only get to, and again, these are for people who are in influence, people who are in leadership, people who want to grow into management. Start leaning into the leadership piece. The sales piece is not that hard, to be fair. If it takes longer than 2 or 3 weeks to get this thing down, it's not that hard. It just isn't, right? We have Jeremiah, I think, from our office in Greensboro, closing every day since he's been in the office. 2, 3 days. I mean, multiple closes. We have been set, a little mistake yesterday, but actually hit closer yesterday. A little mistake on the announcement, but all right, we're calling it to fruition, right? I mean, we got people. We people are rocking and rolling. It's just not that hard, right? So number two is making an impact on others. I would ask myself, what is my leadership? What is my impact? What am I going to do this week to kickstart my week when it comes to making a difference? Right. And then number three, how to kickstart your week is understanding the word no. Understanding the word no and what the no means. So the no, when somebody's new in the business, is the field, is the customer, right? And you have to learn how no simply means next. And they'll say things in a lot of different ways. They'll say things not nicely. They'll be rude. Customers are people are people. We're in a service-based industry. But phase one is the no from the customer. The second no is in leadership. A lot of you guys are in leadership. You're learning how to mentor and coach. You're learning how to recruit, hire, train, and you're learning the fundamental skills of building a business. Right? Most people that start companies have no idea how to hire, train, mentor, support new staff. They're just doing it off of a book they read or the Instagram or whatever, listening to entrepreneurs that are, giving their wisdom because they just, again, they 10x the world by just sharing their wisdom because they know the universe will take care of them. Right? They don't have real specific coaching and mentorship on how to do this. But when it comes to leadership and hiring and training people, the second no is hiring the wrong people, hiring people that may not be a good fit, that may not meet us halfway, that you lean in and you try to do more than the 50% that you should own in a relationship. You try to do 70%, they're doing 30, or maybe you're doing 30 and they're doing 70, right? And that's really hard to be a part of that no. And I'll tell you, I even had a friend one time I recruited in the business. It was my roommate, college roommate. He ended up not being a good fit, and I felt bad for him because I knew this was going to be massive for me. I knew it, my heart, my soul. I knew that this was my ticket to build my life, and it didn't work out for him. And I felt bad for him, and he's gone on and he's had a nice life and done different things, but just not in our industry. But that's the second no of leadership is having people that come in and may or may not work out sometimes. And then the third no is in ownership. The third no is in ownership, or right before assistant manager, like right, kind of getting promoted. And this is the no when you have leaders on your team, people that are in the business, people that are doing their thing, and they have so much potential. They have so much potential. And they'll tell you all the right things. They'll tell you that I'm going to go in the world with you. I'm going to get promoted. I'm going to whatever. And they say that they want a better life. They say they want opportunity, but they just simply don't back it up with their actions. They talk a big game and they're full of shit. And it's okay, right? I'm not saying that everyone should run an office or everyone should, build a business and do the things that, some people get a chance to do. But the difference in people who, in high level leadership that actually get ahead, and not just in our industry, but in general, it comes down to discipline. It comes down to discipline. The discipline that they have to learn the things they got to learn, the discipline they have to do the things they have to do inside, to get there again, get themselves set up for their week, get themselves set up in general. And it just comes down to discipline. And I'll tell you, it's funny because I think about the high rollers, right? I think the high roller was, I'm picking on Sultan because he wasn't on screen, but he made $3,000 in commissions this past week, right? Which is great. It's great. But the owners in the call made more, right? It's like, nice job being the high roller across the sales team. The high roller running an office was Brennan or Gurnit. Gurnit's office did 200 lines yesterday. So as an office, and I'll see it, but on the call this week, the high roller was 86,000. So that means that owner profited 40 grand this week. Profit. And listen, I don't know all the details. Maybe it was 30 because they have some expenses, right? But a $30,000 week is a little bit better than a $3,000 week. And the only difference is they did a lot of these things. They got themselves straight. They started learning how to lean in and get down the business and recruit and train and develop people. And they got, used to and understanding how to handle the word no.